Come on, 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 come on. Yeah! Yeah! Finally! 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 It has happened! It has happened! It took the whole season! It took the whole season, but we are in! We are in! We are in! We are in! Oh my god! Give me a second, 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 give me a second. We are in, we are in, we are in, we are in, we are fucking in! Oh my god, Chris with the great membership. Let's go! Let's go! Let me change this damn title, baby. Let me change this damn title. Give me a second. Right here, right now. Oh, oh Bane! 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 Oh my god! Oh, oh, oh my god! METS clinch playoffs! Ah! Ah! Oh my god, I'm popping that shit. Give me a second, everybody. Oh my god. Oh my, I'm so exhausted. This game was so draining. It was so, guys, if I did a watch party the whole game one, I don't think I would have been able to handle it. Truly, like, here's the thing. I'm seeing other people do watch parties. That's great and all, but they're not going to have the emotion, the reaction that I'm going to have right now. Why am I crying right now? Why are we all crying, everybody? Everybody, it has happened. The Mets have done it. They are in postseason play. Postseason play. Even if they get bounced in a couple days, I don't give a shit. It's just the fact that the Mets got here. They got here. Everyone said, oh, the Mets aren't going to make playoffs this year. Oh, the Mets can't do it. Oh, the Mets simply, they can't. They just can't do it. They're not good. They don't got the fundies. They don't got the pieces. They don't got all this shit. No, folks, let me enlighten you. Let me enlighten you. Hold on. Hold on. We spent the entire year covering this team from start to finish, going all the way back to February spring training games. We finally did it. We finally did it. Juan, thank you so much for the donation, great member. Everybody, spam the W's. Spam the W's. Spam the W's. We're gonna do something that I haven't done in a hot minute. Not a hot minute. I've never done this before, actually. Spam those W's, everybody, right here, right now. That is the first thing we need to see. Spam them. Spam them and ignore all this nonsense that I have showing right now. Not all this stuff is irrelevant. Hold on. Ignore that. Just ignore that. All right, guys. Spam the W's. It's time. It is time. The New York Metropolitans, for the first time since 2022, not a long layoff, thankfully, are headed back to postseason play. Let's let it rip with the official, the one, the only, WardyNYM post-game jingle, baby. Let's get that running. Let's go! Woo! Oh my god, that's right in the contract. Terrible idea, Wardy. Rookie move, Wardy. That's on a lot of electrical. Let's wipe that up. Lock in, baby! Lock in! Woo! Ah! Oh my god, my entire room's cooked. You fucking idiot. Why can't you get your shit together, Ty? Oh, this is how you can prevent fucking house fires, my ass. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I initially had this set up where the Mets were, I initially was preparing like they're gonna win, right? I had garbage bags all around me, having everything set, and then bam, fucking Edwin Diaz gets cooked in the 8th inning. So I'm like, alright, so we're not doing a silly, at least yet, if at all. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm gonna ignore it. Oh, dude, my fucking room is as sticky as one can be. I don't care. I don't care. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I don't care. Where's my fucking hat? Okay. Oh shit! I just spilled the champagne. I'm an asshole. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Wardy's an asshole for 500. Come and get him. I'm soaked. I'm soaked and I don't care. Ah! Oh my god! We're in! We're actually fucking in. This is insane. This is insane. I'm sorry, guys. We got donations. Let me try to get to a couple real quick. I'm sorry, guys. How does it feel, Braves? How does it feel? Amazing. The Mets have a chance to actually kick the Braves out of postseason contention. Like, are you kidding me right now? Pat Vidal says, feels like the manager in Major League 2 in the hospital, woman in tears, and the next minute jumping on the bed. Oh, that's exactly how that felt. That's a great way to view it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much for being in for the latest New York Metropolitan post-game show. I'm soaked. I'm soaked in champagne. I don't care. Wardy's getting absolutely cooked on this one. You guys are going to get yourself a really interesting watch party. That's what I'm going to tell you right here, right now. Hold on. I need another. Woo! Let me change the title. I know I didn't have clinch type properly. I apologize. My apologies, everybody, for not having the word clinch properly. Holy shit. My entire computer is just like cooked right now. Absolutely cooked. Cooked for days. Hold on, everybody. Spam those W's. Mets just clinch playoffs. I realize that I have it wrong. Whoa, look at that one. Unhinged Wardy today. Will I be broadcasting the second game? Of course I will. Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me? Dude, I don't care. I really don't care. I might have to step away for a couple minutes to change because I'm literally drenched right now. But before game 2 starts, yeah, we're going to do stuff. Okay. Play the effing song, Wardy. I just played it. Do you guys want me to play it again? Nerve-wracking game. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, indeed, Alex. Thank you so much for the donation. Guys, should I do it? Should I do it one more time? Should we do the jingle one more time? Let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time. Fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? I don't... Earmuffs, kiddos. I apologize. Mets was clinch playoffs. I'm as unhinged as one can be today. You're not going to get... Granted, I'm not a Sue and Tie guy, but you're not going to get the Sue and Tie warrior today. No, you're going to get an absolute degenerate is what you're going to get. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I'm so blessed. Truly so blessed right now. Let's let it rip, guys. That went straight up my nose. Holy shit, does that hurt? We move on to the dance. I don't know what dance you want me to do. I'll do a dance for you. We're in playoffs. Fuck you, Atlanta. Everybody on 3. On 3. If you hate the Atlanta Braves, if you think they suck, give me a hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. Yes, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Ow. Ow. I know this is going to be a very long thing to me, not saying a whole lot other than freaking out. But I'm not, this is me being genuine. If I wasn't live right now, I'd be fucking dancing around everywhere going bananas. Oh my God. Oh my God. Nathan, the chop finally dies. Let's go, Mets, guys. Was that the best game we've ever witnessed? Jets Media, my man Richie, playoffs, baby! What do you mean playoffs? Oh, the Mets will make playoffs. Oh, they're in a punt year. Listen to Wardy back and sprain. What an asshole he is, right? How dare I have any confidence in the Mets? How dare I believe they will be exactly what David Stearns preached all year long, a playoff caliber team? To all the naysayers, to all the pessimists that thought for certain the Mets had no chance of going anywhere this year, straight up go fuck yourself, buddy. I don't care. Here's the thing, everybody. Get ready for this. Get ready. Listen up. Hear me? Listen. Locked in. Got it. Here's the thing with the Mets. Even if they get bounced early in the wild card, regardless of if they play the Padres, if they sweep the Braves today, or if they find themselves, playing the Milwaukee Brewers. Even if those series don't go well, appreciate this. Appreciate this for what it is. The Mets were 11 games below 500 in May. They've had the best record in baseball since then. You need to appreciate every second of this. They made sure that Grimace and the OMG Sun would not be the most important takeaway from this year. They cracked postseason berth, and Francisco Lindor, with a broken back from carrying this Mets team all season long, is exactly why. Yes, this is the Mets version of that, correct, even though we've been doing it longer. D-Mag with a $5 holla, and a great member says, in your face, Braves, in your face, absolutely. We got my man James in here, says, game of the year, I opted to go to game 2. There you go, but here's the thing, even if the Mets lose game 2, whoop the effing do, we're still in playoffs, so we can breathe. We can breathe the fact that we don't gotta worry about game 2, and fuck Atlanta, now they gotta use Chris Sale. Even if that cooks us, it doesn't matter. That means that Chris Sale isn't available for their wild card round. Fuck them. I'm sorry to all my respectful Atlanta Braves fans that have been great supporters here. I appreciate every single one of you tremendously. I really do. And you guys are so amazing. Seriously, thank each and every one of you for the support, especially my man Benjamin and Dante. You guys know who you are. And Neil, he's been good in the chat. Everyone else, though, and everyone that loves to talk shit, that everyone that thought that this would be the writing on the wall for another Metsian outing, don't get me wrong. There were more than enough reasons to believe that this would be a Metsian outing. But it wasn't. You want to know why? Because this is a new New York Mets team. This is not the nonsense that we have seen in recent years. This is a Mets team. I want to rip this, but it's a nice Lindor jersey, so I won't. I want to go Hogan on you guys so bad. I just want to go in here right now, and I just want to go. I just want to go. I just want to. Fuck. Bane! How are you not hyped? How are you not hyped? Get hyped in the chat right now! Let's go! Lock in, baby! Lock in! Let's go! Jamie the King, how you doing with the $2? Jamie says, oh my god, Wardy, F Atlanta, playoffs, baby! Playoffs indeed! We're gonna break down this ball game in a second because from the start of the ball game with Schwellenbach to the end of the ball game in the 8th, from both sides of the coin, wow! Now I'm just going to go to game 2 to gloat, as you should, James. Have a effing blast. Hey, Jack Gray member says, Lindor, I love my shortstop. What bounce back getting form, Edwin? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go indeed, baby. I'm so grateful and so excited. Guys, I'm so pumped. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little pumped right now, right? I'm not pumped like this too much, but I'm pumped. Feeling good. I'm feeling electric. Mind you, this was no longer than a half hour ago. I'm thinking that my entire world was collapsing on me. Just like you, right? I live and die with this Mets team way too much. I live and die with this Mets team to the point where I'm genuinely scared for my long-term health. But that's a discussion for another day. In the interim, what we can talk about is the Mets in the same ball game where they had no recipe for Schwellenbach. Nothing at all. The same story all 3 times we faced Schwellenbach. But then all it takes is that Tyrone Taylor double in the 8th inning. You get Schwellenbach's little ass out of here, and you bring in the bullpen, and you absolutely slap him silly. Bitch slapping these boys, curb stomping on them. Dante, I love you. Thank you so much. Concerned Diaz through 40 pitches. I'm not concerned. We're not going to use him in game 2. Give him rest, then we'll see how he is. Holy fuck, the Mets play a playoff game tomorrow. There's no break. Now I hate the MLB even more. I hate their incompetence. We get no break. We get nothing. Nothing. Nada. Is Sevy still pitching? He better not. There's zero reason for Sevy to pitch. Zero. Atlanta thought we wasn't anything to worry about. How about them apples? LFGM Mets fans, stand up, Wardy. Stand up. Let's go, baby. Yeah, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I appreciate that. Mike with a $5 haul says, Mike, bro, everyone in my platoon was watching those games. Let's see, most intense game I've ever seen in years. Let's effing go. Thank you so much for the donation. Hey, Lavelle, what up, Wardy? Hope you and your family are we're doing fantastic now. We're doing electric right now is what we're doing. Let the game be an example of what can be possible after an 0-5 start to the season. You said it best. Tingus Pingus with the $5 haul says Lindor's the MVP. DHs win Silver Sluggers. Lindor's my shortstop. He's mine. He's yours. And he's all of ours. He is our Caden. He is our savior. And where would we be without the broken back Francisco Lindor? Frank Sesson with the $2 haul. I appreciate that. We actually did it, boys. We actually did it. Ah! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God. Oh my. I'm losing my voice so bad. So bad it's not even funny. It is absolutely horrendous how much my voice is being cooked at the moment, everybody. Let's see here. Dave, my man, thank you so much for the $10 haul. Whoa. Whoa. $100 haul from Dave from the top rope. My amazing friend here. Thank you so much. Chris Sale has been scratched with back spasms. Felt it last night. So now you're telling me Chris Sale might not pitch? If Atlanta makes playoffs, Sale might not pitch game 1 tomorrow? Is that what you're telling me? We're in. Thank you, Nemo and Lindor. Thank him indeed. Thank you so much for the donation. That means the world to me. Seriously, thank you so much, Dave. I love you to death. Yes, guys, latest news. Chris Sale is not only not pitching game 2, but the guy's got back spasms. He might not even pitch game 1 for Atlanta if they make playoffs with a win tonight. Holy shit. Wow. Yes. The Mets have a chance. The Mets actually have a chance. They actually have a chance. And you want to know what I gotta say? This makes so much sense. This is why they pushed Sale. Because they knew he wasn't okay. They knew that even in a do-or-die situation, they probably couldn't go to him. That is what makes this victory all that much more sweeter. The Mets not only put this foot down, a statement down, a secure playoff play, but now the Mets have put themselves in a position where they can end Atlanta's year before even making playoffs. We can put the final nail in the coffin. You want to know what I want to do? I want to do exactly that. That is what I want to do. This is for 2022. This is for all the fucking previous years where we have to head into Atlanta, get our absolute asses kicked. I don't care that Atlanta has been injury riddled as much as they have this year. I simply don't care. I show no sympathy because Atlanta Braves fans do not understand what it's like for us Mets fans for what we have been through for a good stretch of time now. I'm a young Mets fan. I haven't been through hell and back the way that more of your seasoned fans have, but I can tell you that in my fandom since being a youngin', it's been hell more than anything, right? We need this. We deserve this. Absolutely curb stop them. Step on their throat. If you guys hear any noise in the background, by the way, it's my TV that's running. So let me actually mute that real quick. It's because we started the show and the game wasn't done yet. Benjamin, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Benjamin says, all the years of collapsing and win like that. Congrats, WardyNYM Mets fans. Benjamin is literally the kindest, most supportive Braves fan you'll ever find here on the platform. Seriously, everyone, give a huge hype in the chat to Benjamin. He's an absolute beauty, and we greatly appreciate him so much. I'm hype as fuck about that. How can you not be? How can you not be? How can you not want to go sprinting? The only reason right now that this is not a running with Wardy segment right now, sprinting around my block, borderline streaking, but I won't because, again, we cracked postseason play. It's not like we made the World Series or anything. The only reason why I'm not is because I can't carry the computer with me, and I had to be live here as soon as I possibly got the chance. Todd, I love you. I love you, Todd. Thank you so much for being here. To all of our 1,000+ live viewers, how you doing, everybody? The Mets just cracked postseason play. I don't care that's Monday. It's about to be 5 o'clock somewhere, baby. It's 4:30 to be exact. Let's do a little dink. There you go. Have a swig. If you guys missed it in the beginning of the show, I highly implore you to go back earlier in the live show because we made a mess here, sadly. Not sadly, it's a stickiness galore. I got more champagne in this room than I do Mets paraphernalia after what I did to start this game. So, with that being said, crack a drink, crack a bottle. Again, if you don't, do whatever you want. Have a water. It doesn't matter to me. Celebrate. Enjoy this, guys, because we don't know how much more this is going to last. We won by 1 run. Yeah, buddy. Of course we're going to fucking celebrate. We waited all year to make playoffs. The only clown in here is the one you using the emojis. So how about you kick back and deal with the ass kicking that was just done, all right? Sounds like a true butthurt Braves fan. I'd be butthurt too, knowing that now your playoff lives are now on the line with someone not named Chris Sale. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, buddy. All right, let's see. I want Lindor to have that honor, absolutely. One with the $5 house says, send these effing Braves home. No effing mercy. LFGM. LFGM indeed. Send them home. Again, no more. I don't care. I don't care. I simply don't care. This is nothing personal against my Braves fans, followers that are in here. Please know that. They know that very well. But all I have to say is this was just, like, the fact that the game transpired the way that it did, to lead to the outcome the way that it did, is unprecedented. This was the craziest ball game I've ever witnessed as a fan, and that's saying so much because we're Mets fans. So just let that marinate for a second. Well, you got a $5 haul from my man, pardon me, I'm gonna butcher the name. I apologize. Shorts with the $5 haul says, the game gave me depression that took me out of it, then put me back in. We were all Al Pacino multiple times in this game. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. And that is exactly what the Mets did in this one. Thank you, Mets, for saving our mental health indeed. Seriously. Thank you, guys. Chris Sale just got pulled. Yes, he did, because he was never starting. He made all you schmucks, including myself, think, that being Snicker, that Sale was going to pitch. The guy was cooked from the beginning. As soon as they announced that they were winning elimination game, that's because he had back spasms. They did not start yesterday either. I don't buy that bullshit for a second. This is Chris Sale, mind you, who the Braves purposely pushed, and now we see why. This is your reason why. Thank you guys for the donations. We got my man Hyper with the $10 house says, let's effing go. Game of the year. That was insane. Linsanity. Also, your name, Tree, better make it the greatest game video for this one. Yes, he should. Tree loves to shit on our Mets. It's about time he finally gives us something to be happy about. Love Tree. Had the privilege of hanging out with him a couple years ago, too. Caution, $5 haul. Thank you so much. My man Greg with the membership. Thank you so much for that. My man, long time no see, brother. We got Seamus with the 5 gifted. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. Everyone is feeling nice and generous, and how can you not after an amazing victory like this one? So without further ado, I want to see it spin right here. I want to see it spin right now. Everyone watching live on a replay, are you ready to break down this ball game? Are you ready to get into it? Are you ready to relive every little aspect of this amazing victory? If you are, give me a thumbs up in the chat right now, or give me a yeah. Give me a yeah. Aiden with the $12 holla. Still jumping around the garden. So sweet. Let's go, Mets. Buddy, I've been jumping plenty too, my man. How can he not be hyped? Let's see. Greg with the $5 haul says, to those who blamed us not making the playoffs on Lindor's slow start, take that. Exactly. Priest on a plane. Where are you at, brother? It's like funny you're not here. Not surprised. Pat W with the $2 haul says, who starts for the Mets? Can't do a bullpen game. Dude, I don't care. I don't care. I legit don't know, and I don't care. That's what I have to say about that. The Mets could throw out Eddie Alvarez for this entire game, and I wouldn't give a flying fuck. Do I want them to put the nail in the coffin? Yes. But I'm sorry. Like, all I can focus on is the fact that we cracked postseason play. That's all I care about right now. All right, Mets with the $5 haul. Thank you so much, Dash, with the $20 haul. I am so happy. These Mets have made so much. They have made me so happy. Lindor's a beast. Love this team. We all love this team. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Guys, one more time. Third time's the charm. The same way that the Mets need to rally back a couple times in this one. Let's let it rip one more time. One more time for the OGs. Missed my super chat professional. I'm so sorry. Can you please tell me what your super chat was if I missed it? Because again, we have over 1,000 concurrent viewers. I'm gonna miss some comments unintentionally. Let's see. Oh, Caution with the $5 haul earlier. I saw that. I saw all those. Let me see. Juan Diaz, thank you so much. Send these effing Braves home. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't believe I missed anything now. Oh, he professional says, I don't give a flying F about these stolen bags. Let me see Ohtani do what Lindor just did. Clutchest player in the MLB. 2 times he clutched up up today. Exactly. Shohei Ohtani can steal 50-plus bags all he wants. Yeah, Mickey Mouse bags, if you ask me, when we have expanded bags, and now you can't throw beyond twice there to pick off a runner at first base. Almost like it's a lot easier for guys that know how to steal bags, well, in general, to steal bags. Obviously, I'm nitpicking. Obviously, I want Lindor to win MVP when he won't. But obviously, it goes without saying that without Francisco Lindor, this Mets team is absolutely nowhere to be seen when it comes to playoff play. My man Michael with the $10 holla says, shame on me for tearing it off after the bottom of the 8th. Mets 311, Wardy 60. That's if we get a home game in the division series. My man Michael, thank you so much for the donation. It's okay. A lot of fans thought the game was over after Edwin collapsed. I don't blame him. Again, we were all nerve-wracked big time there. But guys and gals, thank you so much for the donations, the memberships, everything in between. Before we break down to a T the big takeaways in this ball game, and then we're going to transition into a Game 2 watch party. We're going to let it rip one more time for the people in the back chiming in live on a replay. To the one, the only, yes, you heard it correctly, WardyNYM post-game jingle, baby. Let's go!
Post-game. Post-game. Calling all Met fans, come and join us now. Talking about this game and gonna break it down.
Oh, let's see the chat. We got it right here. We can say, Wardy, you got me ready to run through a brick wall. Let's do it again, baby. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I was at the game live. Relaxation. Congratulations at being at the best game imaginable. The most hectic game imaginable. The heart stopping, the heart palpitating game. It don't matter, everybody. Let's break down this ball game. I'm not getting into the details about Schwellenbach cooking the Mets. You want to know why? We saw that shit 3 times already this year. Wow, color me surprised. The Mets had nothing against Kyle Schwellenbach and the Atlanta Braves until Schwellenbach was pulled out of the ball game. Almost feels like we've seen this writing on the wall multiple times already this year against the same schmuck, right? Against the same guy. So, simply put, Schwellenbach dominates the Mets early and often. Right? The guy's just cruising. He's looking like he's going to have a Maddox start in Atlanta. Everything was completely lined up. Joey Lucchese's getting game 2. The return of the Churve, baby. He's back. You heard it correctly. Joey Fuego said, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. We're going to see Lucchese get the start here against Atlanta. Hopefully Joey is competent. He's good. But here's the thing. There's no way Wardy weighs more than 90 pounds. Funny enough, I actually weigh right around 150, 155. So, again, if you add 60 pounds, that's where you're going to find me. But no, not 90. I haven't been 90 pounds since, shit, I don't know, middle school? You know, it's been a minute. And the height hasn't changed since then all that much, but it's been a minute for sure. Joey Fuego, Mr. Churve is getting it. Walk outside. Bro is hyped like if Diaz walked out. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. All I think about is Narco. And the fact that Diaz got rocked as terribly as he did to then transition and what just happened here was amazing. But all right, guys, we're just going to fast forward in this one. Because, again, early in the ball game, Tyler McGill had jams early, we saw. He allows Ozzie Albies to get on with a walk. This was after in the top of the first, right? The Mets get shut down early. Schwellenbach dominates. He takes care of business against Lindor, Iglesias, and Vientos without a problem. Yes, the umpire definitely helped in this situation. The ump definitely gave some calls that were suspect, to say the least. But in the end here for the Amazons, they got themselves a huge one. And as we then go on here, folks, and oh my goodness, John with the $100 holla. Buy yourself a better bottle of champagne. You deserve it, John. You're amazing. Thank you so much. It was funny. I was debating on how much I want to spend, but I didn't go past like 20 bucks or so because I'm like, I'm going to jinx it. If I spend like 50 to 100 on a champagne bottle right now, we're not going to fucking crack playoffs. That's the first thing I said to myself. And I kid you not, I bought the bottle 10 minutes after the game started. I was in the store. I was like, let's get this done in case we do clinch today. I want to have it. So thank you so much for that donation. That really does mean the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Truno with the $2 holla says, Max Fried is going to look great in blue and orange. Yes, he is. Damn right he is, even though he will end up with the San Diego Padres of the Dodgers. But that's a discussion for another day this offseason. Moises with the $5 holla. Thank you so much, Moises. I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much for the donations, the kind words. Smash that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. To our 1,000+ live viewers, guys, if you haven't, continue to smash those buttons. Help us get a 500+ likes as our next short-term goal, which just means half you guys got to hit that button. That's it, everybody. Welcome to the To-Go membership, 80. Happy to have you in here. As always, yes, the post-game never sounded sweeter. Greg and Jordan with the jingle. No one does it better, everybody. But let's reel back in and let's break down this amazing victory, right? Because in this Mets game, as Mets win by a final score of 8-7, we would see Ozzie Albies get on with a walk, and that's all she wrote, though. Back-to-back strikeouts on Ozuna and Olsen, and you want to know what stuck out so much that we saw for Tyler McGill, touching 98 heat early in this one, throwing absolute gas, the second hardest pitch that he has thrown this season. Beautiful stuff. Mets go down in order in the second, so what happens with the Braves? We get Ramon Laureano with a single. Darno with a single. Urshela strikes out, and Arcia strikes out. Back-to-back batters strike out. McGill escapes a 2-on, less than 2-out jam with that gorgeous slider down and away there, or utilizing the changeup. It was one of those two, and he looked absolutely fantastic. Mets would go on to win 8-7 in amazing fashion, everybody. And now, after we just spent the past half hour live reacting, we're now breaking down a bit more about the ball game before we then get into Game 2. Game 2, everybody, is what's going to happen here shortly. I don't know exactly when the game start is going to be, but I imagine it won't be too long from now. If you guys could keep us updated in the live show as well, that'd be greatly appreciated. So that way we're going to get back into the groove of things and go from this to an actual watch party right after that. I'm either going to stay in this live show or just go live in another show. Either way, smash a like and subscribe on Faja. Thank you so much for being in here as always. Tyrone Taylor, everybody, gets the Mets offense starting the ball game. Who was surprised? I wasn't. Tyrone Taylor has been a dog for the Mets. He gets on with a single off of Schwallenbach, and he steals his 11th bag of the year there. Nothing else sadly transpires. So the Mets have a leadoff runner at second base. Wow, feels a lot like what we saw against the Brewers, right? And the Mets do nothing with it here in the third. That would come back to bite them, because a half inning later, all it takes is a Michael Harris single and an Ozzie Albies no-doubter to make it 2-0 Atlanta. Ozzie with his 10th home run of the year, a towering shot there off of a slide piece that was hanging just a bit too much there by McGill in the zone, and that makes it 2-0 Atlanta. Olsen gets on with a single, Laureano gets on with a single, but thankfully Darno strikes out, so we still escape the 2-on, 2-out jam there after being down 2-0. The Mets go down in order in the fourth because of course they do. So do the Atlanta Braves, thankfully, thanks to a pair of strikeouts on Urshela and Arcia for the Mets there in the bottom of the fourth. We then head to the fifth. Pete Alonso kicks off the fifth inning with a nice single. That's huge, up the middle there. Nothing else happens. And the reason why nothing else happens has a bit to do with Harrison Bader. Bader grounds out there. He continues to look lifeless, and he's a guy that is only starting right now because of his defense more than anything. And with the $20 holla says, I just got done screaming nonstop, no breaks since final out. Wardy, you're the GOAT, and Lindor is him. No, you're the GOAT, and thank you so much for the membership. I'm so glad you were losing your voice, because if you're not losing your voice out of the Mets cracking playoffs, then I don't know if you're a true fan. And obviously, I'm half joking here when I say this, but we have been dying with this team all year long, every single year, and the fact that the Mets clinched playoffs, they have finally set the tone. They finally got the job done. Did it take a do-or-die situation on the one day where the Mets play the Braves and no one else does when the season's already over, basically? Yes, but that's okay because they still won in the end. We're in playoffs. We have a playoff game tomorrow, guys. Are you shitting me? Like, are you kidding me right now? We gotta do a watch party and a post game tomorrow. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Woo! Oh, nothing's tearing me down today. The Mets could get fucking curb stomped 12-0 this game too, and it would literally mean nothing to me. Other than, if, okay, we go back to Milwaukee. Don't love that, but it's like, do you want to play the Padres? I don't want to play either, if I'm being frank. But we made playoffs. You're so loud, our neighbor asked you to quiet down. Mark, tell your neighbor that they're a schmuck. How about that, Mark? Thank you so much for the donation. I love you. We love you. Great member. Mark's a beauty in here. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you and your family are doing fantastic right now, my friend. The Atlanta Braves continue their lead there that we would see in the bottom of the sixth as Ramon Laureano, that juicing mofo that he is, if you know, you know. Yeah, 80-game suspension. Who would have thought? I did. Almost looks like he has a little case of the steroids. He Trips' 11th home run of the year. That makes it 3-0 Atlanta. When that happened, when that home run happened, that felt like the nail. Like, it's 3-0, but the Mets can't hit shit. They can't hit shit against Schwallenbach. My head is soaked from the champagne. I don't care. We're down. We're a little low on the bottle, folks. We only got a couple sips left, so let's get some sips in. Oh my god, if I turn this into audio, I'm so sorry for my audio listeners. You have no clue what you're getting yourself into. If you haven't seen the post-game coverage before, you have no fucking clue. You got no clue. Dash with a $50 holo says, I'm so stoked for this team and also appreciate you, Wardy. Love the enthusiasm. Buy something nice for Baby Shay. I will absolutely do that. Thank you so much. And speaking of Baby Shay real quick, before we get back into breaking down more about this ballgame, which we will in a second, stay tuned for that. Dash, thank you so much for that donation. It means the world to me. My family and I greatly appreciate that. God bless to you. But what I want to show you here, guys, not just is a beautiful graphic created by our amazing editor, Jacob, here on the platform. Such a gorgeous graphic. He had it nails to a T. Gorgeous. What I want to show you is my son, Shay, because we did a little pregame photo shoot. Should the Mets clinch today? Yes, I took the risk of that type of jinx, but it was all worth it in the end. Look at this little man. He's only 3 months out here, and he's already going to witness his Mets' first playoff run. You know how jealous and envious I am of him from the time that I was 3 months? It's not like I was dealing with that constantly. No. Look at us, guys. That's him in his Mets outfit. I'm holding the bottle earlier before I got a chance to pop it. Just, that's what it's all about right there. I'm just so excited because even though he's not going to know anything about this, the Mets do have a nice run, right? Even just this season as a whole, I cannot wait for when he gets older and I can really break down to him what life was like for me as a creator with being a first-time dad with him and handling all the thick and thin of what is this crazy playoff race for the Mets to crack postseason play. I'm just really, really excited to break that all down with him down the line. So I want to share that with each and every one of you, not to get all sentimental and stupid already, but just very, very excited. Very, very excited. Let's see. Let's knock out the Braves now. I want it so bad. We all want it so bad. Trust me. We all want it so bad. Shay is a super awesome. You are lucky. Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. King Flago with the $5 holo says, LGM, I love you, bro. Congratulations. I need to call in, bro. 100%, guys. Don't worry. You think we're not going to take callers today? What do I look like, an asshole? I know I am. We don't have to go that far. Yes, we will be taking live callers either actively throughout the watch party or in our post-game coverage after game 2. That will be happening. Now, all I'm trying to figure out is, do I want to cut this or do I just want this to roll all day long heading in tomorrow? And the more I'm thinking about it, and I want to know, I'm going to leave it up to you guys because we have 1,000 concurrent viewers. I know that if I end the live show after I break everything down here in a second on how the Mets rallied as well as they did, that if I do that, we might not have those guys come back. So, spam the live show right now, everybody. Do you guys want us to stay live until the watch party's over at our next post game? Do we just roll it? Do we just say fuck it and just do this thing? I might have to take some breaks. I might have to walk away for a little bit if I have to attend to the little one or if I have to do something that's not this. But if you want us to do it, let's fucking do it. I'm locked in. You're getting OG Wardy back today, guys. You haven't seen it all that much this year because it's been the most hectic year of my life. An amazing one, but the most hectic one yet as a new-time dad. So, we haven't done this yet. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Okay. Let's break this down. Let's get back into breaking down this amazing victory. It hasn't kicked in yet. Like, I know I've been screaming my head off, but it hasn't kicked in yet. Not only playoffs tomorrow, but the bigger thing, the fact that you need to chill it out, cut it. Martin, no. Fuck off. That's my response to that. Imagine telling me to I'm sorry, but like, here's the thing. To anyone that doesn't like how I present myself, to anyone that doesn't like how I go about my coverage and my genuine reactions, the best part is you don't have to watch. So the last thing I'm ever going to do is take your advice, which goes completely against what I built the platform on and what I thoroughly enjoy doing because I'm being genuine every day. That's the funny shit. I love when people come in and act like, oh, stop being like this. You have to be like this. How about nobody? How about you just leave the show? Oh, Mo, what am I going to do without the one view? Oh, my goodness. Oh, without Martin, we're going to go nowhere. Oh, I apologize. Actually, I take everything back, Martin. I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm all over the place right now. I do apologize, though. I retract all my statements. I love you. I'm sorry. Okay, Jack. Thank you so much for being a great member. Braves got off to a 3-0 lead that we saw there. And if you guys are first chiming in live, 40 minutes ago, I was popping this champagne bottle. I made an absolute mess in my room. I'm drenched. That's why we're just rocking the tea. That's what we got to do it right now. But let's continue to break this ball game down because the Mets had nothing. They had a couple opportunities where they could try to pounce, but even in said opportunities, they did nothing with it, right? So everything basically leads the Mets to the 8th inning. Because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, the Mets fall. Yes, the Mets fell short multiple times, including having 2 on, then in scoring position with 2 out earlier before the 8th inning and not pouncing. As we then advance to the 8th inning, Tyrone Taylor leads it off with a double, his 22nd of the year. Tyrone kicks Schoenbach out of the ballgame. Joe Jimenez is every Mets fan's favorite reliever in Major League Baseball right now. Joe Jimenez, thank you so much, Joe, for being absolute dog shit today. Alvarez rips a double right away after Joe comes in the ballgame. That drives in a run. Runner at second base. It's a 2-run ball game, and there's no outs for the Mets. I was feeling ecstatic. And if you're wondering, Wardy, why were you feeling so ecstatic in this moment? I was feeling ecstatic because the Mets have done this so many times this year where they do absolutely nothing. And I mean literally nothing. The Mets game just started, noted. Thank you, guys. I'm going to pull it up now. The Mets did absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, against what we saw there previously in Schwallenbach, and they did nothing up until that point. But as soon as they start to tack on the bullpen, that's where things change. Oh, I just lost. Okay. Hold on, guys. Game just started. I didn't even know. Thank you, guys. Game is starting. We're still breaking out. I get the game starting. We'll do play-by-play in a minute, but let me break down how this amazing victory was, okay? Let me break it down. G-Money, thank you for the kind words. I love you, my friend. Seriously, thank you. Let me pull up the Mets game now. Okay. 1 out already. Joey Fuego getting the start here against Holmes for Atlanta. All right, guys, back in it, breaking it down. Mets are up 3-1. They're down 3-1. Then we see Starling Marte to come in to pinch hit there for Harrison Bader. Gorgeous job. After that pinch hit, we see 2 on, less than 2 out for Francisco MVP Lindor. Lindor drives one. It's an RBI single. It makes it a 1-run ball game. And then it's a 3-3 tied ball game after OMG himself continues a hit spree. A 21-game hit streak for Jose Iglesias ties this ball game in gorgeous fashion after Raisel Iglesias comes in to relieve Jimenez. So already 3 pitchers in the inning not getting the job done for Atlanta. Then you want to put the nail in the coffin here, or at least what felt like the nail in the coffin. Little did we know what would happen with Edwin a half inning later, guys. I'm not going to talk about the Mets' first inning here. Once we get to the second inning, I will do some play-by-play for you, okay? Let's just break this one down. This is important. This game is not a complete wash, but it's not the focus right now. I'm sorry. It isn't to me. It's just what happened here. So, Vientos makes it a 4-3 Mets lead with that sac fly. Brilliant job by Mark. And then Brandon Nimmo pimps the shit out of that baseball. Absolute gorgeous pimp job by Brandon Nimmo, and that makes it 6-3 Atlanta. A towering shot. His 23rd home run of the year there to right gives the Mets a 6-3 lead. That'll be it for the inning then. Then we see, folks, not long after, we would see Eli White get on with a hit by pitch. Then we would see a 1-out single for Travis d'Arnaud. Edwin Diaz comes in to relieve Phil Maton, who can't get the job done, and Diaz looks really bad to begin with. He gets Gio Urshela out on a ground out softly. But then we see pinch hitter Jared Kelenic comes in to face the Mets, and of course he torches the Mets here. The 2 guys that were part of that key trade between the Mets and the Seattle Mariners back in the Brody Van Wagenen era. Kelenic gets the upper hand here on him off the bench. He drives in a run to make it a 2-run ball game now. Atlanta's down 6-4. We fast forward, and after we would see Whit Merrifield steal his 17th bag of the year at second base, Michael Harris gets on with a walk, and then Ozzie Albies clears the bases with a huge 29th double of the season. Ozzie makes it 7-6 Atlanta. When that happened, everybody, there wasn't one single part or bone in my body that thought the Mets were going to really find themselves winning this ball game. The fact that Edwin crumbled the way that he did, the writing was on the wall. And then Francisco Alvarez kicks off the 9th inning with a quick pop out. So we're already 1 out here just like that. As soon as that happened, I was like, yeah, it's wraps. It's wraps. Marte gets on base with a single. Starling Marte saved the Mets in more ways than one in this game. That cannot be understated. Without Starling Marte, the Mets don't win this game at all. And mind you, Marte didn't enter the ballgame until the 8th inning. Just for some context there. So, yes, Harrison Bader, it's almost like you shouldn't have started from the beginning. I understand it's a doubleheader. I understand we need good defense out there. Sale is done for the year. Not shocked, considering Sale's hurt. And that's what we were just talking about a little bit earlier here in the show. 0-2 on the count there for the Mets to Holmes, a 2 out. They're about to basically go down 1-2-3 in the first. I'll just talk about this briefly. And there's a pitch. Nimmo strikes out Sweeney on 3 pitches. Yeah, they're swinging exactly how you expect a Mets team that just cracked postseason play. And they're happy to be cracking postseason play. But Marte gets on with a single for Francisco Lindor. We're going to reenact exactly my reaction to Francisco Lindor's home run. Are you ready, everybody? Buckle up. Are you ready to do it with me? It is as follows. Oh my God! No! No! Yeah! MVP! 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 Yeah, that was the reaction of Lindor. Just in case you guys were wondering, because I wasn't live in real time when it first happened. I went live. I was setting up to go live right as he torched that shit out of the ballpark. As soon as that happened, not only was my day made, not only was everything made, but all hell broke loose. At that moment, there would be no more hinged Wardy. There would only be unhinged Wardy. And my guys who know my man Pat at Unhinged Yanks or Unhinged Patrick, you guys know the drill there. That was to a T exactly how I reacted in that Lindor home run moment. And we're not taking into account me sprinting around the room, right? Knocking shit over. This looks like a tornado just came through the room, right? You walk in the room to my left, I got a couple bunnies. Yes, that's correct. I got a big flat screen TV that I'm staring at right now. Got a mini fridge. I got my bed. I got an L desk set up with 2 screens I'm looking at right now. I got all this stuff behind me, and it's all over the place. And I couldn't give less of a fuck right now because of just how happy I am. That's all I got. Dave, thank you so much for the $2 holla. Acuna at shortstop for game 2 and starters Joey Fuego. Yeah, we go. Some Syracuse Mets action. We'll take that, baby. We'll take that. And then after Edwin Diaz gets rocked the way that he does, he gives up that 1-out single to Eli White, and then he shuts the door down. And for Travis d'Arnaud to be the final out of the ball game. You can't ask for anything better. You simply can. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Tyler McGill held his own. That's something that we haven't talked at all about throughout the past hour since the show started. But Tyler McGill was absolutely fantastic. He held his own brilliantly here, right? We're looking at 5.2 innings of 3 earned run baseball, 8 strikeouts, fastball touching 98. Look, you guys can say what you want about Tyler McGill, but he's far from the reason why the Mets had problems in this game. Even when the Mets were down 2-0, they were never going to stand a chance if it wasn't for the bats to step up. So seriously, Tyler McGill in a do-or-die situation was beyond competent and had some key innings for the Mets. So for that, I greatly appreciate that, McGill. That was massive. The fact that the Mets don't need to utilize Luis Severino and he gets comfortable rest for the wild card is as good as one can be in Mets land right now. Seriously. We effing did it. I'm so happy right now. You want to know what sucks? I missed the whole game and only saw Edwin blow the lead because I was at school and had driver's ed. But hey, we won. I'm happy as ever. Hey, driver's ed's important. You want to make sure you can drive safe that way you can head. So hopefully some Mets, playoff games. But I'm not going to say what kind of playoff games because I don't want to jinx anything right now. But hey, that's awesome. So even though you missed the game, everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people that firmly believes if I missed a part of the game and I was there watching live, I firmly believe that the game outcome would be different. I'm one of those people. So I'm going to say that was the same case for you, Sean. So don't hang your head about it. Know that everything happens for a reason. And hey, Mets are in playoffs, baby, so it's okay. Now you can enjoy this game too, regardless of what happens, and hopefully witness a nice run that, knock on wood, the Mets are going to give us now in the postseason. And yes, they have officially clinched, in case you guys are living under a rock, in case you guys aren't paying attention. We're in that wild card spot. Look at how sexy that is. Doesn't that just make you want to kiss somebody? Don't you just want to go up to a random schmuck or stranger down the block and say, get over here, give him a kiss, and run away before they say, hey, that's assault? You just want to give him a kiss. You just want to hug your neighbor. Can we go back to the times where we could go outside and just enjoy each other's company? Ask how you doing, how your day's been, and enjoy, celebrate, unite, Mets fans, unite. On the hitting end, Francisco MVP Lindor saved our lives. A 2-for-5 night, 3 RBIs, a tater tot to right, a 2-run shot. A towering shot, an absolute gorgeous shot, and just like that, the Mets have themselves a victory. Francisco Lindor with 1 game left. We're looking at the final line as follows, folks. Let me make sure that I have this pulled up because apparently I didn't from earlier because I'm a schmuck. I'm going out now to kiss someone. Damn right you are, Scott. Damn right you are. Hey, if you get in trouble, I didn't say shit. I didn't say anything. So don't you dare pin it back on me. You make your life you make your life choices, right? But Lindor here at 273 average at 844 OPS, an amazing season with 33 home runs or so, 90 RBIs, just a stolen bag shy of number 30. Will he get that? If Lindor's playing in this game, he will. But I don't even think is Lindor playing in this game too? I didn't even check yet. So if he's not, no worries. But that's what we got from Francisco. It goes without saying. He's our fucking guy, guys. He's our guy. Jose Iglesias 1 for 5, 21 game hit streak, dog, 338 average, 834 OPS. Your number 1 and 2 batters in this lineup are the most vital players for the Mets this season. One is on a contract of $341 million, and the other's on a minor league deal, just as we all drew it up. Mark Vientos 0 for 3 at 266 average at 838 OPS. Brandon Nimmo 1 for 4 with a 2-run shot at 224 average, 728 OPS. Pete Alonso 1 for 4 that we saw there at 240 average at 790 OPS. JD Martinez 1 for 3 at 235 average at 726 OPS. We saw Tyrone Taylor 2 for 4 with the double. The run scored at 250 average. 250 average for Tyrone and a 707 OPS. I know those numbers aren't overly sexy, but let's appreciate the greatness that is Tyrone there. Alvy 1 for 4 with a huge double and the RBI and really hankered down and helped Edwin get his shit together there after that terrible 8th inning. A 237 average, 710 OPS. Harrison Bader 0 for 2. He should not be getting at bats right now. 238 average, 668 OPS, 662 rather. Starling Marte 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Our savior as well. A 270 average, 717 OPS is what we had there. Martin, go Wardy, go you, my man. I'm so sorry for calling you out earlier, Martin. I know that you've been a long-time follower, but because of the fact that I didn't see your last name at first, I just saw the name Martin. I just truly thought a Braves fan was coming at me for being loud and shit. I'm like, buddy. I'm like, no, we're not doing that here. I'm sorry, but all right, guys. I think we broke down to a T everything that transpired in this one. So now, what I'm gonna do is something I think each and every one of you guys are gonna appreciate, right here, right now. Give me 1 second, I think you guys are gonna appreciate this. Just give me 1 second.